Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I'm up again today with a project share from Panalisa. Right, what did I use today? I have used the bubble stamp which I showed in the haul. This is absolutely gorgeous, it's a wonderful size. I've used the sentiment stamp, pop that there. I've used the dragonflies that someone asked about, so I've used those. And I've cut the 5 doilies that I received. Now the good news is that if I can find them on my table, the doilies do fit the small domes that you can get on AliExpress. And I have also used oxide ink from Panalisa in the peacock feathers, the faded jeans, and also the broken china. So I'll just pop that off onto there. Right, so first up, the doilies, and I've just used craft cardstock just to show you that they cut out, and I did turn one into a little shaker. So there's the first one, and that one comes with a bow. Now if you were sticking that bow down in the middle, you can piece different colours back in. But isn't that sweet? I mean, that's going to look absolutely gorgeous on a Memdex ATC in the centre of a rosette, or just, you know, an element on a card. Cut it in half and you can just add little, you know, side pieces onto a card. But so sweet. And I did measure all these in the haul video. And then the next one that I cut is the doily that comes with a little star. Let's see if we can go close up. Because these are different patterns. I'm trying to get in there. Different patterns and different stitching. It's alright. We've got bright sunshine actually. Oh, there we go. Streaming through the window. So that is the star one. And you do get a little bit of embossing around that star. Next one is the one that comes with a flower. And this does have a floral edge. Isn't that pretty? So lovely. And of course, if you've got a punch and you want to punch out images or, you know, patterns, you can glue those into the centre. And that's the one that comes with that lovely little flower. Ah, that's a better picture. So that's the floral rosette. And then the next one, I really like this one. This is a loopy one, almost rope-like. You know, makes you think of the ocean. Maybe that one would look nice with a little seahorse or something stamped in the middle of it. I'm losing my focus again. Nothing new for me. But that one has got double stitching. So that's really pretty. And then last but not least is one that come on its own. This one comes on its own as well. The other 3 that I've shown you come with like the flower, the bow and the star. And this is the one that I made into a shaker. So let's get close up there. So if you want to turn them into shakers, you absolutely can. And then you can stick them flat on a card or just use them as a tag. Because as you can see, you've got little piercings there that you can thread your twine through. And of course you can cut these in whatever colour you want. I just used craft cardstock because that's what I had on my table. So those are your 5 rosettes. Right, next up is the Dragonfly card. And I used the Thinking of You sentiment stamp. I used the bubble stamp. Let's get close there. Ooh. I used the bubble stamp in the background. I used some of my sparkle pen on the dragonfly wings. And then I just inked up another sheet of cardstock and then used the stamp again on top in the denim, the faded denim, and stamped that so that it was like darker than the background, which is, you know, clearly stamped onto white. But you can just get a bunch of different colours on top of that stamp and just, you know, squiggle and wiggle it. And I am going to show you that now. I just need to pause and clear my table. But that is my Thinking of You card. Oh, and before I forget, is there anyone else, I need to ask because I keep thinking I'm going crazy, is anyone else suffering getting a straight edge on their tonic trimmer? I don't know whether my blade has warped or worn away or whatever, but I kind of like, I cuss and then I have to go to my tiny tonic trimmer to make sure I've got a straight edge, and it will take off sort of like a tiny sliver because it's lopsided. So if anyone else has got that problem and they know how to cure it, leave me a comment below. Right, I'm just going to grab a sheet of cardstock and some other colours and I will be right back. Right, so I've taken the stamp off the carrier sheet and just put it flat down on my mat there, and I've got weathered wood, broken china and seedless preserves. Those are the colours that I'm going to use, and I actually don't worry about contaminating ink pads because I just get my blending tool and clean them off. So I'm just dibbling and dabbling a little bit of broken china. And then I'm going to go in with my seedless preserves. You can just, you know, you can see it picks it up, but it comes off with your blending brush. So I'm having a little bit of that, and then I'm going to have a little bit, or maybe quite a lot, of my weathered wood. And then I'm going to get my sheet of cardstock, which I've got here, and I'm just going to put it right down on top. Just hold it there with your hands while you rub. You never know what you're going to come out with, so it's really nice. You can also spritz your stamp with a little bit of water and get a watercolour effect. But it's such a lovely size. And of course you can, if you've got floral stamps or anything like that, you can grab your floral stamp and stamp onto it using black ink before you put your colours down. Oh, so I did have, there you go, my weathered wood is in there. There's bits that I missed, so I'm going to go over that again. I'm going to choose a different colour. Hang on, I'm just going to pause while I get my yellow. Right, now I'm going to go all over it with my squeezed lemonade and see what we end up with. I can just orientate the paper in a different direction, and I'm looking at where my empty space is. I'm going to go this way this time and put it down there, and who knows what you'll end up with. I'll just squeeze that around. There you go. So now you've got even more colours in there. I really love that. Let's have a close-up. It's all your little dotty bits. You could just keep going wild with different colours. You could go in with some green as well if you wanted to. And just keep reversing your stamp so that, you know, things are happening in different places. Like, you can get this and just tap it in that area. And there, where I've got this big gap, just put that down and see what happens when you put it on there. See, you can start to fill your paper in with all kinds of different colours. I really do enjoy that stamp. Really like that. And then of course you can go in with a water brush. You can pull different colours out, or you can colour white spaces in. It's entirely up to you. But isn't that great? I think that would give us an awesome instant effect. And it would look absolutely fabulous done in vintage photo and walnut stain. It would almost look like, you know, celluloid film that had been melted by candlelight or something. Yeah, that would look awesome. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. As usual, all links are below. And what else am I going to say? Oh yeah, it's Panalisa. It's Panalisa all this week and also into the middle of next week. So stick with me as I try to get through that haul. Have an awesome day. Bye.